Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, I'm in the garage, but what's not in the garage? My BMW, which means, as you guys know, that it's in the shop. But it's in the shop today for, inspection and an oil change. So I'm hoping that all goes well. I'm waiting for my mechanic to call to tell me if it passes inspection, admissions, and if there's anything that needs to get done to the car. So I'll be back soon to let you guys know what's up with the car, if everything's okay, and what it cost. Okay, so as you can clearly see behind me, the car is back and it's got new stickers on the window. It's inspected for another year. The inspection's good until May of 2024, so that's great. But what did it take to get inspected? Did anything fail? Well, let's go through that and everything else. All right, so I'm out of the garage and I'm in my basement. I'm sitting at my bar, having a drink, and we'll go through the costs. Sometimes you need a drink to discuss costs. So actually today, the inspection, I got off pretty easy. The car got inspected, the oil was changed, and the tires rotated. And in total, that cost me about $315, which really isn't bad. I mean, it is a BMW, and you got to use good oil and certain oil filters and different coolant and everything was topped off. So, $315, not too bad. But let's talk about some of the other stuff that's coming up in the near future. So my mechanic did a great job of going over the car and letting me know of any issues that I should look out for in the near future. One of those is the starter. So the starter is getting weaker and it's going to need to be replaced at some point in the future. The cost to replace the starter is about $1,000. So I have that to look forward to. Also, the front brake pads are wearing pretty good. They still work just fine, but they passed inspection. However, in the future, front brakes are going to need to be replaced. And the suggestion was, of course, to do the rotors along with the pads. So I know that's going to be an expensive job. The oil housing gasket, I mentioned that in the past as something that's going to need to be replaced. It's still holding up okay. It's not leaking too badly, but it will need to be replaced in the future. Cost of doing that, the new gasket and installation is about $650. And then the front control arm bushings are, they're rotting and it's a little clunky when you drive, so they're going to need to be replaced in the future as well. I'm not sure about what that's going to cost. I guess I got to do both of them, and maybe it's about $1,000. So that's it. A couple $1,000 coming up in the future to get the car sorted, perfectly well. These are wear and tear items. I mean, the car's 13 years old. It's got about 70,000 miles. So having to do these things, there's nothing out of the ordinary. You can't shit all over BMW for poorly engineering the car. It just is age, it's wear and tear, and it is what it is. So anyway, off scot-free. Well, not free, $315, but we're good. We're inspected, we're legal, and we're ready to roll. It's a beautiful day, top's going down, and we're going for a cruise. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Cheers.